Hey everyone, welcome to episode 13 of Socially Hawkward. My name is Coons, and with me are Jason
Hello.
and Jeffrey.
Hey,
We're going to be talking a lot of playoffs, but first I want to start off with Quinville officially signed. Last time we mentioned it was still rumored. And I have a question for you guys. Hypothetically, is there any chance, because Quinville's on Florida, that we could maybe Seabrook and Keith would waive their no trade clause and go to Florida? Maybe even Crawford.
even if they waive
Colton
it,
wants to do that.
I think
no,
there's
There's
no,
no chance at all.
I think there's at least a conversation now.
Yeah,
Before they're just like no. Now
and
they're
now
like,
they're
"Ah."
like, what'd you say? No,
I mean Florida can use it, right?
no,
They don't need defense.
no.
They do need defense.
Yeah,
Not
they
that
do.
kind of defense.
They could
could
use a
use a
goalie
Keith, though.
too.
They
Keith
could definitely
maybe.
use Keith.
Nah, Seabrook.
I didn't mean like both in one trade. I just
I-
meant in general.
Yeah, I definitely don't see. The only thing I could Quinville would have to really vouch for Seabrook and be like, we need this leadership in the locker room,
See, so I don't even think he'd do it for
and then the
Seabrook.
Hawks would probably have to eat a lot of the contract,
For Keith,
Probably.
maybe. Yeah, if they ate a lot of a contract, then yes, I can see that.
and they're
happening.
not getting anything back.
But
at
that
all.
won't happen. It'd be future considerations, which means nothing. But for Keith, maybe. But with Seabrook, it's just there because I don't see Florida as like a Arizona or Arizona where you send
Ottawa.
people to bury. There you go, Ottawa, where you send a player there to
Carolina.
bury a contract. Not even Carolina. I mean, Victor. His
Carolina,
contract. Not anymore though.
Yeah, they
I
still-
couldn't see them as. I don't see them as that team where they're that bad. Where it's like, send us crap contracts and.
It's not about being a bad team.
partially
It's about
because that's a lot of cap.
being a low
You have to-
market team.
no, it's then. I feel like the low market team makes it even worse though, because you already don't want to spend that money.
They're
So
already
you
not
wanna be-
spending money. They
you-
want that cap hit. That's all they really want.
How much cap space does Florida have?
I
That
have
should
no idea.
not
Actually,
as-
that's a good thing to look up. I have no idea.
Oh, you look that up. I'm trying to figure out. Does anyone know what Quinville signed for? Is that made public in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, it was. I want to say it's close to what he's making already.
6 mil.
Yeah,
Do we know
How
how
many
many
years?
years?
With-
or
I think
anything?
it's after bonuses. It's close to 6.
What are these
I
bonuses?
want to say
I wonder?
5 years. I think he got a
Oh, wow.
long contract.
I mean, that's good. He deserves
Yeah,
it.
that's right.
And I think he wants to be there like that. It looks like a good fit.
Yeah, it does.
I don't think I said this on the podcast last week. Well, let me talk about this first. I know I mentioned this to Jason off the podcast. With Quinville there, because this entire time people have been saying, "Ooh, Bobrovsky, he's going to Florida."
Yeah.
Like this has been rumored since the trade deadline, maybe even before that. Like Bob's to Florida, and then everyone's like, "Oh, maybe Panarin's going to Florida too." Ha ha ha! Like Panarin's not fucking going to Florida. Shut the fuck up.
No.
Now that Quinville's there, it's like
Maybe.
Panarin might go to Florida. I don't know. Do we know where the stadium is in for the Panthers? I know we looked this up before.
Sunrise, California, or not California, Sunrise, Florida.
Is that like near Miami or anything?
It's not really near Miami. I don't know why everyone always says it is.
I'm just
I did
guessing.
look this up. It's
I
not
know, you
near
look-
Miami. It's
I'm just curious.
It's honestly closer to Tampa Bay than Miami.
Is it? I'm just curious based on if it's near like
It's like the other
'cause-
side. Like
'cause-
Tampa Bay's on the Gulf, and Sunrise is closer to the ocean.
Because what's his face? Panarin. He wants a city. Like he wants to be like he liked Chicago like as a city. Like
Yeah, I think like
wants that
Miami's
life.
over an hour drive.
he would want to live in Miami. I can see him living. Yeah, it is in Sunrise. You are 100% right.
And isn't it like really close to Tampa?
It's near Fort Lauderdale. Where's Tampa exactly? I don't even know honestly.
Oh no, I had that
It's
completely
not
wrong.
that
Apparently,
far from Miami at all.
Oh no, the thing I looked at said it was not there.
Yeah, this is Sunrise.
Can you just search the stadium?
I did. BB&T
those
Center.
stories.
38 minutes. I'm guessing traffic.
So, yeah,
that's
that's-
doable.
When I looked it up, that's not at all where it came up.
like this is look like I could see them getting Panarin now. Like I could see like it depends on how much you like
Yeah.
Quinville too. No one knows how much you like Quinville. He played there for 2 years.
I mean, everyone likes Quinville though.
Yeah, it seems like every player like in the players poll wasn't Quinville like the number 1 coach or number 2 coach for players want to
yeah.
play for this coach. Yeah, for a few years.
So Florida's cap hit right now. They have $3 million in cap space. I'm gonna see.
Who do they have
any of
coming
that.
off though? So I'm gonna say no to the Seabrook thing right now. There's
Yeah.
no way in
They
hell. They're not gonna pay
have
that much for someone if they don't have that
3,
much
4,
room.
5,
Tampa Bay's far, by the way.
6. Yeah, apparently that what I saw was
It's
completely
an
wrong.
hour flight. Driving says not available.
You can't drive?
It's literally
They have $7 million coming off the books in UFAs and another $1 million coming off in
Are they
RFAs.
re-signing any of these players? Do they need to re-sign these players?
Jamie McGinn is one. Riley Shan, he's not going to be re-signed.
Again, maybe, but that shouldn't be expensive.
Regardless,
Regardless, $7 million, $8 million, that's
Troy
not enough.
Brower is one. He's making $850,000. Derek McKenzie is the other one.
So even if they don't re-sign anyone, they only have like $8 million in cap space. Oh well, they have $3 million, so about $11 million maybe, something
Right.
like that.
Right.
It could happen.
No way. Bob's gonna get way more than he should, and Panarin's gonna want at least $8 million, $9 million.
I honestly don't see Panarin going there.
I mean, it's one or the other, definitely.
You think so?
I think they need Bob more than they need Panarin, though.
I really don't want
They need a goalie.
Bob's
not
going to be
necessarily Bob.
overpaid like crazy no matter where he goes. So,
Yeah, especially now. Like just
how old he is.
Imagine this. Imagine
Yeah, if they win.
they not just don't even think about sweeping Tampa Bay. That's not happening. Imagine if they just beat Tampa Bay and lose next round. That immediate. The only negative about Bob has always been, well, in the playoffs he never seems to be able to do it. Even though I don't. If he's good in the regular season, he should be fine in the playoffs. Like, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
But still, that's always been the negative about him. If he manages to pull this off, and Tampa Bay scored how many goals so far? I don't even know, honestly. Did Columbus shut them out one game?
I think Tampa Bay scored 4 goals total.
4 total in 2 games.
I believe
That's
2
not
goals a
bad.
game against Tampa Bay. I know it's a small sample size,
They
but
scored
still.
3 the first game for sure. The second game, I believe they scored 1.
I thought it was the opposite for some reason, but that's
No,
not
the first game they were
yeah,
up 3
they're up
nothing.
3-0.
Yeah.
You're right. But yeah, that wouldn't surprise me right there. Like small sample size, yes, but still, if the only negative is he sucks in the playoffs, hey, that's what I just beat not only the best team in the regular season this year, but arguably one of the best to
In
ever
history,
play.
yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
That's something.
They got Hoffman and Dadonov. Not this offseason, but next
Ooh.
offseason they have to sign.
I mean, you want both of them if you can. I know aren't they both a little older though?
I mean, if you get Panarin, you could pick one of them.
Yeah, but then you're not. I like I said, I think
Hoffman's
it's Panarin.
29, Dadonov is 30.
Luongo, he would be coming off the books. How much is he making? Because supposedly he's either done or that he could go on injury
Luongo-
reserve or something. That's what I read, at least. I don't
There he
know.
is.
Because isn't he hurt right? I mean, wasn't he hurt at the end of the year?
Yeah, Luongo's coming off the books in 2023.
But supposedly, like I said, I swear I read something that
He'll
said.
be on LTIR.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think he was hurt.
That's
though.
not
But still, I mean, they can figure. How much does he make? Is basically what I'm asking.
4.5.
You trade someone, you might be able to make it. Or I mean, if they really wanted to, if they had a confirmation that both of them will sign there.
Well, you trade Dadonov or Hoffman, obviously.
There you go. Yeah, that would save you a good. Yeah, you can make it work. But how old is Bob, and how much does he make right now?
If you could trade Dadonov or Hoffman for a defenseman that's not making as
Bob
much.
makes 7.5 right now, and he's 30.
If you could trade Dadonov and Hoffman
Why did you want to trade both of them?
for a defenseman, well, this is assuming you sign Panarin. You could trade Dadonov and Hoffman for a defenseman that's making about $5 million.
No one's going to be able to afford Dadonov and Hoffman.
There are teams.
Anyways,
Ottawa.
Bob will be
They don't-
31.
They don't have reason to not like Hoffman anymore.
He'll be
Carlson's
31
gone.
to start the season next year.
Yeah, he's old.
He's going to sign
That's-
probably a 5-year contract.
He's gonna
4
try
year
as many
minimum.
years as many.
He's going to
as
get
he
4
can
years
get.
minimum.
Oh yeah,
For what?
I see it close to 6, 7 year.
Oh, I'm saying minimum. Like that's if the team gets lucky and he want if it's more so he like if he really wants to play for Florida and Florida's like, listen,
Florida can't
4
afford
years.
to give out another 8-year
Luongo deal.
Yeah.
They can't afford a
They have
Luongo
Luongo.
deal.
They can't afford another Luongo deal.
But that's what I'm saying. 4 years if Bob's like, I really want to play for you guys. I really believe in this team. You got Quinville. Like I'll do like that's him being generous. And wow, I mean that's gonna be at least he's not gonna go any less for what he's making right now. He's gonna want $8 million, I think. Like he's gonna want money. They could make it work. It would be tough.
What's he making right now?
7.5.
Oh, you got it.
7.425.
I don't think he gets a raise. I think he gets.
He's gonna want.
same.
I think he's gonna want 8. His asking price will be either $8 million or 8.5.
I'd try and sign up for the same.
I'm just saying his asking price. That's not what he's gonna get paid. And especially if they beat the Lightning.
They definitely,
Which they won't, by the
Goaltending's the one thing they really fucking need.
Yeah.
So I mean, you do it right.
Yeah. I mean, what's your other option?
Puts you at the cap, but
What's your other option?
For a goalie?
Yeah.
What if you go for Crawford, who can't stay healthy for
Yeah.
a season? I mean, he's off the books after
Crawford
next
and
year,
Seabrook
right?
for-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No.
So
no,
are we?
I don't see that.
do we-
I don't want to trade Crawford now either.
You don't want to?
Seeing how good he did like the last few games.
I think
it's-
Collins ready to get rid of all these vets and start his own team.
does feel
I think he
Other
pretty much
than
has
Keith
his own
and-
team
or,
now. They turned over so
he really
much.
does have his
Yeah.
own team. At the same time, I think he does want to shed a little bit of.
Other than
weight.
Kane, I could even see him getting rid of Taze.
No way, never happen.
It won't happen, but
No.
I think he wants to.
Yeah.
No fucking chance.
You don't think he wants like he won't tell anyone, but like he goes to his wife or whatever, and he's like, "Man, if we can get rid of Taze at 10.5 mil."
No, I don't think so.
Well, I agree. I don't think either of them will move.
No, Kane and Taze are Blackhawks for life.
I don't think he wants
Possibly
to get rid
Teeth
of
and Seabrook as well.
Yeah.
Crawford,
Maybe. He's only got one more year left, right?
this
Crawford?
next year's his last
Yeah.
year, but that's what I'm saying. Who knows what he does?
Yeah.
I'm hoping he does like 1 year 5 mil, 1 year 4, like those kind of deals.
Well, since we're already on the Blackhawks,
Wait, no, there's one more thing I want to
oh,
mention.
you got one more Florida thing?
I thought I did.
I thought I did.
I forgot.
I guess
I know it's definitely the Bob and Panarin thing. Oh no, what I want to say about it was Florida. Thank you. I mentioned this to Jason too, but
There goes my transition.
is it?
What?
I'm not doing lottery.
No, I know. I'm saying.
Oh, you're
like,
stealing my
you
thing?
screwed it up already.
Were you trying to steal my thing?
No, he's trying to
I was trying
transition.
to transition to the next.
Oh yeah,
topic,
no,
and
fuck
you
your
fucked it up.
transition. Well, no, it'll still be Blackhawks related. Don't worry.
No, I'm over it.
Oh,
That's all you guys
you
know.
hurt his feelings
Well,
now.
I don't really give a shit.
I'd say get me one just for that, but I just got one.
I mean, give me one.
As he opens a beer.
No, I like Quinville going to Florida. One of the main reasons is this team. I'm not saying it's exactly like it, but it reminds me a lot of the 2008, 2009, 2010 Blackhawks. Like that, those 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not saying they're as talented, but they're not like they got some good pieces. I mean, that's what I was in the process.
Yeah,
of
they
doing.
definitely got the forward core.
Yeah, for sure.
The defense does need. It's mainly the goaltending.
Goaltending.
But they hadn't. The Hawks had Niemi.
they need a puck moving defenseman is what they need.
I can't think of who they're. Oh, you a speech scene with David on this strain. You see, he has a partial tear.
McDavid?
Of his
Yeah.
PCL, yeah.
Is it PCL? I don't know. I was gonna say LCL because
It's
I know that's
PCL.
one of them. I know it wasn't ACL. I know it wasn't MCL. I'm like, was it his LCL? I don't know. I didn't know there were this many CLs.
What does CL stand for?
Ligament. It does.
Yeah, the L.
Oh, what was the question? Yeah, their forward depth. I wish it was a little better now that I'm looking at it. They even got Brower. Come on. Now that Brower's not anything useful, probably. No, but their top two pairs are good, and especially if they add let's say they do add Bob or Panarin, one of the two. Not even both of them. Like if they have add Bob. I like this team a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling Jason I honestly wouldn't mind putting a couple butts like as soon as possible, like when they let you, to put them on just winning the Stanley Cup. Cause not expecting them to, but just being like,
Yeah.
hey, you never know.
Right.
Like that just because that'd be the biggest payout like that. It'd be cool to see. And if not this year, then next year, or not, I guess. If not this upcoming season, the following season after it. Their defense could definitely use a little bit of help, but Weeder's been looking good. I mean, I haven't heard of him until this year.
Yeah, so I was just looking up. I was looking at
Yandel's a little older.
free agents.
Ed Blad I always liked, but he always seems to not do as much as I
He did pretty well this year, I
did.
thought.
He? I don't know,
Yeah.
honestly. Him and the one from Carolina, the one from Carolina, Falk. Him and Falk, I always liked Ekblad and Falk a lot. Always liked them. They were always one of the
Ekblad
not
just
favorite.
never lived up to
Both of
what he
them.
was
They
supposed
they
to be.
always I always seem to just disappoint just at least a little bit every year. I don't know if that's just me or having too high expectations or what. But I don't know. I like this team a lot in that regard. Like they remind me of the Hawks, and now with Quinville there, like I feel like that's a very good fit.
Yeah, if they want to upgrade their defense at all, like Erik Karlsson's really kind of the
Unless they're making some crazy trades and
Yeah,
whatnot, Bob
there's
and
no
Aaron
way.
and Erik Karlsson, like
Yeah.
that's the only crappy part. Like cap space wise, like the Hawks team that won the 2010 Cup, they were loaded with some rookie contracts and everything, which made it possible to do what they did.
unless they could get one of
So-
Truber or Myers.
Where are they drafting this year? For the
Florida?
lottery? Yeah, do we know?
Yeah, we know. They didn't make the playoffs, so we know.
I know. I'm saying, like, do we know off the top of our heads though? Like,
No,
yeah,
I
give me
don't.
2 seconds.
one.
No. Starting.
Did you send a picture to us about? I don't know. I guess I should look it up. Florida. Ooh. 13th.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. They were right before the Hawks were supposed
Oh
to be.
yeah, they were. Yeah. Right behind Minnesota Wild now. Have
Can
fun
we
with
can we
that
transition
spot.
now? Are we good?
I mean, that's what I mean. Now that you've mentioned the transition, it kind of ruins the transition. If you mention transition, it kills the transition.
So are we transitioned?
I think they're transitioned. Segue done. Step off.
Good one, Jeff.
Thank you.
Like, the Hawks have to be the big winner of the
I
draft
mean,
lottery.
New Jersey is, but whatever.
Honestly, New Jersey would have had. They were already up there. They were.
What were the odds for New Jersey and New York?
Wasn't New Jersey already like top 5?
Probably.
I think they only moved. They might have been 3 actually. I think they only moved up like 2 spots. New York was not that far behind.
New York was 6. New Jersey was 3. So, but see, that's huge for New Jersey because they were out of Jack Hughes, Capo Taco.
Now what
territory.
sucks though is they have to pick between Jack Hughes and Capo
Yeah, now they have like options. Darn them.
Like, how do you choose? It's just like Nolan Patrick and Nico Hischier. Like, it was such a hard.
At the same time, I've
choice.
seen that, but also I have also like, well, can I
And
say
New
also
Jersey's
one
the-
more time?
New Jersey's the team that made the Hischier choice.
Yeah,
they had that
true.
choice too.
Yeah, were they number 1 in there?
Yep, they were number
Uh-huh.
1.
Oh yeah, Taylor
Hall theory.
But at the same time, like I've seen a lot that Jack Hughes is number 1. But you also see things where it's like, I don't know, Capo Taco.
The only thing
He's
that's known
pretty
for sure is
good.
they're the top 2.
Yeah.
What are the chances one of them isn't though?
Oh, 0 chance.
Like how I mentioned to you, I'm like, man, New York, they have it easy
'Cause-
they're like, oh, you picked Jack Hughes, we got Capo Taco.
Yep.
Oh, you picked Hughes or Capo Taco, we got Hughes. I saw an article
both
with
teams
that headline.
need centers and forwards. So it's
Yeah,
not
they're
like,
both teams are in need of the best player available. Is what
neither
you're saying.
team needs to pass up on.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
both teams need best player available, so they just go. New York's gonna be like, oh, all right, like they can just tell Bettman when they picked this person, pick him for us, and if they pick the other person, just
Like if Colorado got the first overall pick,
they still
they
go
might
best?
go off the
No.
board. They need forward depth, but they
Like I'm looking at
being in the playoffs already,
looking
you
at
go
top-
for need more than.
So if you look at the top 15 teams, number 1, number 2, if you also look at like the only reason you go off the board, like Jack Hughes and Kyle Tucker are supposed to be best 2 forwards in the draft. Best defenseman is supposed to be Byram, and he's projected to go like
Then you trade down.
Probably 7, 8.
Yeah, you would trade down.
Yeah,
then.
you don't take them top, whatever. I mean,
You
I
would trade
guess
down to like 4, maybe 3 or 4.
that's one thing I wonder. Edmonton, they picked 8. They'll probably get them.
8?
Yeah.
Think they'll get him at 8?
I've seen
I don't
things
think
say
so.
that he could easily drop past 8.
Who's it? Okay, I need to look at the order now.
Colorado, unless they pick them, but I don't know. I think
I
they
can
need
see
fours.
Colorado
They need
picking 'em.
they need anything but a first line.
Oh yeah, they have Makar now. Makar actually, who just signed. He signed his entry level
Okay.
deal.
Then the teams who go best player available. Detroit,
Detroit
best
needs everything.
player available.
Which
Buffalo.
Is, a lot of projections have Byron the best player available at like number 4 or
Oh,
5.
I saw it past that. I was seeing a lot later, like 8, 9.
Buffalo needs everything.
Exactly. Edmonton then. They
Edmonton
need
needs
everything.
everything.
But what
They
does
have 2
everyone?
players.
I'm saying, what does everyone always say about Edmonton though? Is they need defense. Like that's what you hear more about. I mean, they need everything, but specifically defense.
Yeah, it's
But I
definitely
mean,
a
to be fair, yeah,
possibility.
Buffalo. Every one of those teams could use a defenseman. It's just do they need a forward more?
Do they think this defenseman's
That
worthy
pretty much
enough
what it
to
comes
pick
down to.
over
It
forwards?
comes down to if they think Byram is the better player over them. It's just going to be based on their salary. Maybe. It's going to be tough. I don't know.
Man,
Hawks, though.
it's gonna be a fun draft.
It's
I'm
funny,
actually-
too, because you see the things saying, like, oh, Hawks fans decide that they got number 3 and then mad that they got number 3. Because
I ain't mad.
they're saying that a lot of people are like, well, we didn't get Hughes or Tyler Todd. It's like, yeah, but you were supposed to draft 12th.
Right.
I haven't seen anyone mad.
I saw a couple of tweets about it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I saw people actually mad about it. I'm saying I saw tweets saying that people were mad about it.
It was great being a Hawks fan. Like, I forgot the draft lottery was that night.
I remembered most of that day, and then like
And-
5 o'clock hits. I'm like, man, what?
Yeah, I saw on YouTube.
You texted me. I'm like,
About it.
oh.
And I'm like, oh shit, this is on. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm like barely paying attention, and it finally gets to the Hawks pick. I'm like, all right,
Which
Hawks.
has to be pretty
And
quick. 12.
It passes over him. I'm like, oh my god.
Like instantly. At least they're better than 12.
Like, no, I mean,
Because isn't that how it works?
If you
They
get passed
go-
over, that means you're in the top 3.
Wait,
If
what
it
do you mean?
skips
How
you,
does
that
it go
means you're in.
then? How does it go?
It
I
starts
thought-
at 15.
Yeah. They reveal that one.
Then 14, 13, but if your spot, like, it has what you're
So you
supposed to
can't
be.
go from like 12 to 8?
No.
Oh.
You can only jump into the top 3.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
No, yeah, you can only jump into
I
the top
thought it was
3.
literally just like
They only lottery the top 3 picks.
Oh, I did not know
They
that.
all-
I truly 100% did not know that.
Each team has like a number.
Yeah,
assigned
no,
to
I
them,
get that now.
like a
I
long ass number.
I understand how
Well,
it works
I'm
now.
just trying to explain though.
Yeah.
Each team has a long ass number
okay.
assigned to them, and they'll have a lottery for the first pick. And if your number comes up, all right, you got first pick. Then they'll have a lottery for the second pick. If the team that got the first pick comes up, they just redo it. And then whoever comes up, like your number, New York came up for the second pick. Then they have another lottery for the third pick, and then it's done. They only pick once for the top 3 picks.
Yeah.
And then whoever is left it falls into place.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was like they literally start from 15 and they just Montreal got that one, and then they go 14. Arizona got that one. It's like, Minnesota should have picked there, and then 2 picks later. It's like, Minnesota went up 2 spots. I honestly didn't know it was just
No.
That makes sense though.
Does it?
I like it. Yeah.
Do you like this? Does a lot of people hate this?
I mean, like,
I like it. The
Yeah.
only people that hate it are the people whose teams fell from 1st to 4th.
No, I'm just saying a lot. Like even a lot of people think that they should change.
I'll tell you who doesn't hate it: Edmonton Oilers.
Well, they hate it. They don't like it this year. Let me tell you, they were not fans of it.
Tell
this
you who
year.
really hates it: like teams like Arizona.
See, this says
and
Edmonton was supposed to draft 7 though, and it says they went down to 8.
that's because New York was probably 7, or New
6.
York was 8. New York
They were
was 8.
6. Anaheim was 8. Oh, but the Hawks went up. Duh.
Yeah.
So anyone who was in front of the Hawks went down 1.
Yeah, anyone who was in front of New York went down 2.
So Florida, Montreal, or Arizona, Montreal are
And
stuck there. Yeah.
Whoever was in front of
yeah,
New
yeah.
Jersey, the 2 teams
So-
went down 3.
Colorado and Los Angeles went down 3 spots. Why can I not think who got the number 2 pick? Oh, New York. And Detroit and Buffalo went down 2 spots, and then everyone else went up down 1. Besides Florida, Arizona. Okay, yeah, made sense. No, but so
Were you watching when they called?
probably not.
When they said no, because I texted you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I completely forgot that I got your text saying Hawks pick top 3. I'm like,
But they
oh,
showed
that's on. I'm like,
because Stan Bowman was there, and you should have seen his face, the
Like-
shit-eating grin he had.
oh, really?
Like, oh, I fucking did it.
Dude,
Bought myself another year.
I'm a
of
fucking
employment.
god. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I paid the right people. I paid the right people, and it got us the top 3.
Like, he's definitely got that evil smile.
yeah.
And then everything afterwards, he's like, I had a dream that we would pick number 3. It's like,
Right.
shut the fuck
Get
up.
outta here.
It's true, though. This one 100% saved his job for at least another, 2 years. At least. Unless he, fucks up and trades it
Unless
for
they
nothing.
do terrible next year.
No, I don't. If they pick Pod, no.
But Pod won't be
Well,
even
that's
in the
true.
league,
So-
probably.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. He'll be like, well, once my draft pick gets here.
He's had many draft picks. They're not going to wait on one.
Yeah, he hasn't done well at drafting.
He's done great at drafting, actually.
Bowman?
Yeah.
He hasn't. I mean, he's done a couple of good ones, but he's got a lot of bad ones as well.
But he's gotten enough good ones, I think, to make him a
Like,
good
it-
GM draft.
You think it balances out more towards good than bad?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Look at
Kyle
Edmonton.
Beach.
They've had how many number ones?
Kyle Beach.
Yeah, there's one.
That's the only one I can think off the top of my head.
Cam
Skilly.
Barker is another. He was
Yeah,
drafted
that wasn't
number
him,
3.
though. That was
wasn't him?
Talon,
That
I
was
think.
Talon, yeah. But still, like,
Who drafted Taze and Kane, but at the same time. I mean, how do you fuck that up? Taze, I can see how you fucked up. Kane, I mean, you had the number 1 pick. If you have the number 1 pick and still fucked up,
again, see Edmonton Oilers.
yeah, well,
Yakupov.
Yakupov.
well who was drafted before, after
After him. Digging into the memory bank here. What is that? What year
I'm
is
gonna have
that?
to
Why
look.
are you
I
looking
don't
at
know.
me?
I know you
You
don't
keep
know.
looking at me.
It's more so of how long does he guess for Kyle look like? How long is this gonna go on?
You can look it up.
Should I be looking this up?
should be looking it up,
Definitely look it up.
absolutely.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
get this off the top of my head anymore.
Anymore? You haven't gotten anything.
No, there was a time where I could have told you exactly who it was. God, who was it?
I need at least one guess from you.
I can't remember the
2012.
2012.
Stop looking. I don't like this.
I might probably have a mirror behind you. 2012.
Who picked it?
Who picked what? Right after?
The first, yeah.
No, you can't. You can't.
That would give it
That'll
away?
Give it away. I feel.
Well, this is the range. I want the actual draft.
Jesus,
Ooh,
I can't.
Vasilevsky was in that draft. I'll give you
think-
that one. He was a first-round goalie. Do you even know who the Hawks drafted in 2012? I'll give you a hint. He's not on the team anymore.
No idea.
It's funny because
Teravainen?
Yeah, it was Teravainen. Yeah, it's a little less funny. Okay, so
I can't think of it. Honestly, I can't.
at 30, LA drafted Tanner Pearson, better than Yakupov. New Jersey
Not
drafted
in LA anymore.
not. He's with Pittsburgh. Yeah.
No,
No. Where
Vancouver.
Pittsburgh traded in Vancouver. That's right. Mate went to the Devils. I don't fucking know. Shea went to the New York Rangers. Better than Yakupov. Samuelson went to the Coyotes. Don't really know much about him. Gauntz went to the Canucks. Schmaltz went to the Blues. Malcolm Subban to the Bruins. Not there anymore, but better than Yakupov.
So, are you just going in order?
Going backwards.
Okay.
Matheson went to the Panthers. Better than Yakupov. Mata went to the Penguins. Better than Yakupov.
So it's gotta be like an Arizona, Buffalo.
Jankowski, Lofton, Vasilevsky, Teravainen, Hurdle, Tom Wilson even. Probably don't draft Wilson. Cody Ceci, Jurgensons.
Jurgensons.
Yeah, that one.
Was it like
Fats
Galchenyuk
Forsberg.
or something?
Cuckoo was in there, which probably.
Galchenyuk go to?
Yeah, he was too.
Fucking right.
Three.
Oh, damn it.
Who's two? Do you know who's top 5? Can you name one from the top 5?
Yeah, I did. Galchenyuk.
Not Galchenyuk. Can you name 2, 4, or 5? You know at least 2 of them.
Probably a defenseman in there.
Yeah, there's at least one.
Ekblad?
No,
Rowensky.
no. was in this draft.
I don't know.
Not in top first round at least.
I don't know.
He went to Maple Leafs. Layup. It's a layup. He went to the Leafs.
So it's O'Reilly?
O'Reilly.
Riley.
Jesus. Yes, it's O'Reilly. Reinhardt. Yeah, you should have done him too. But that's the guy who I thought. And Ryan Murray for the Jackets.
So who was 2?
Murray, actually.
Oh.
Galchenyuk was 3. Morgan Riley was 5.
That's a shitty fucking draft.
I mean, Morgan Riley, Galchenyuk, Dumba,
Galchenyuk's not
Hampus
great.
Lindholm, Trouba. I mean, there's some decent players.
Nothing.
Like what Jack Hughes is supposed to be or anything like that.
If Morgan Riley's the best player from a draft class, that's bad.
Morgan Riley's good. Vasilevsky's probably in this draft.
Okay, Vasilevsky's a good one, but goalies is not really doesn't really count.
Over here. Philip Forsberg?
Forsberg's the steal of the draft. There you go. Even though he can't fucking do anything in Nashville.
Washington got him from the Colorado draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in Nashville. I remember that being
Worst
like one
trade
of the
in
worst
history.
trades in history.
Yep.
Yeah. There was something I want. Oh, Coons, I want to ask you a question. Really not. I don't know why I said questions. Yeah.
Yep.
Cut. So Hawks drafting 3. Do you want them to draft best player available, even though he might not play for a year or two, or do you want them to draft best player available who's playing?
The best player available is Podkolzin.
Pod. I call him Pod.
He plays in the KHL. He just signed a 2-year deal.
He's 17. He's the youngest guy to play in
He's
the
17.
KHL. He's playing in the men's league at 17.
He's not scoring. He's not
lighting it
much
up or
in there.
anything, but a lot of things I saw, I'd say 75% of things that I saw say he's the 3rd best prospect.
Yeah, he's
There
supposed
are
to be
a
the
few
most complete package out
Yeah.
of the rest.
But Hawks won't do him for probably 2. That's not
Maybe 2 years.
It says maybe. It might be less. It might be more.
he could be bought out,
Yeah, it could potentially not be 2 years, but
but he has gone on record saying that he doesn't want to play in the NHL until he's
ready.
ready.
Yeah.
Well, I would say I would like the Hawks to just go best available. Because they went defenseman heavy recently, and we got all
It
those
wouldn't
kids.
be, even if they went even if they wanted a player to play in the NHL next year, it wouldn't be a defenseman.
No, I don't think that matters because we're not ready to win next year, right?
I don't think so.
So I would say just pick best available,
Yeah.
unless they really have
Plus-
a great feeling on somebody that nobody
You-
else knows. Go best available.
You pick him. You don't get him for a year, maybe 2. I'm not hoping they do bad next year, but then if they do bad, potentially another top
shot.
pick.
Right,
Yes.
exactly.
just
So
saying. Bowman pays some more people, gets another top 3. It's possible.
I don't think Bowman's doing the paying.
If
I don't think he makes enough to do the
what's
paying.
his face?
Rocky.
Wirtz, that family. They're people.
No, apparently all the GMs are in the room when they're doing the lottery.
Yeah, but it's not
they're watching
televised
it take
live.
place. Yeah, but I mean, I think other GMs are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sure, hand him a $100 bill. You're good."
Pittsburgh draft and what was it, 5 or whatever was shady as hell, right? We don't need to get into that. There was one other thing I wanted to mention too. I forgot already.
Should probably jump to playoffs. So you don't got a lot of time left.
No, we don't. This went by real fast. Playoff stuff. We don't really have that much for playoffs, honestly. It's just quick recap. Any surprises? Besides Columbus, there's not really that much of a surprise. Winnipeg maybe being down 2-0.
St. Louis got to win, aren't they? They were 2-0,
That's what I
yeah.
was talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Winnipeg being down 2-0, but at the same time, I was down on St. Louis, but St. Louis, it's not like they're that low of a seed or anything.
No, yeah.
It's not like an 8 seed being a 1 seed or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely there's 2 really crazy ones. I think honestly.
2.
Yeah. Obviously Columbus.
The fact that Washington's only
The
won by 1
fact that
goal.
the
in both
Islanders are up
games.
3 games to none right now.
Yeah, I had that going
3-0?
7.
They had a game this morning.
Oh,
Or
did I miss
not morning,
that?
but this afternoon.
I meant to look and I completely forgot. I
Yep.
completely
They won
missed
4-1.
Wow.
And Pittsburgh scored the first
Yeah,
goal.
I have Islanders winning that.
Good,
But I
I'm
definitely
glad.
have it going like 6 games.
Yeah, I had it going 7, and I
I
had Pittsburgh winning.
Did not think sweep for of all the teams, the rounds, and what matchups. I did not think sweep Islanders over Pittsburgh.
Every year I go based on like who I want to win. This year I went based on who I think is gonna win, and my bracket is awful.
I
It is
got
just
Islanders
awful.
over Pittsburgh in 7.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I have it in 6.
But
I definitely have Islanders.
what's crazy, I think, about this playoffs, I guess, is do you say, okay, so I got Tampa Bay beating Columbus in 4 games.
Though. Yeah, I have it.
If Columbus beats Tampa Bay in 4 games, do I still get the
No.
the games
You
right?
have to pick the winner.
I think I scored that out. I don't think that's how.
I think I had one like that last year. I'm like, I got the games right though, and it didn't count.
Yeah, all the like I had Vegas winning in 4 games.
I
And
think
that's
I
1-1.
might have 5 in that one.
I have Winnipeg in 7, and they're fucking.
Are you looking at your bracket right now?
2-0.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm
I was
looking at-
do you really have this memorized?
I'm
It's
literally
insane.
have my bracket open, but yeah, I could tell you by memory.
Well, I'm like, how are you
Not
doing
not
this?
not amount of games, but
It makes no sense to me.
yeah, that's why I'm wearing my St. Louis jersey right now. I want them to fucking lose tonight. And every team I've worn a jersey for, the day they're playing a game, they've lost.
Well, wear that the rest of the series every time they play.
I wore Tampa Bay the first game, they lost. Then I wore Colorado, and they lost. And then I went back to Tampa Bay, wore their jersey, and they lost again. I'm like, all right, fuck
my
it. I'm
God.
wearing Pittsburgh.
Yeah, see, I'm
Put
still
on my Pittsburgh jersey, and they lost. Now I'm rocking St. Louis.
I'm still good in the West. I
my
got
second jersey today.
I got the Flames beating Colorado in 5. It's 1-1. I got Vegas beating San Jose in 5. It's 1-1. Nashville in 6. It's 1-1. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Winnipeg versus St. Louis in 6, which is 2-0 for St. Louis, but still, just 4 wins in a row for Winnipeg, and we're fine. And then the East, Boston in 5, doable. Washington in 5, doable. Oh, I do have the
Washington would probably be 4, honestly.
It's not
Look at
like
that
it's
game. They look.
Does it though?
Washington looks like they're.
The last game was overtime.
Yeah, I still.
I'm
think
just saying they can
Washington-
steal. They can steal.
They can
a
definitely
lot.
get a game. Yeah, for sure.
And then I do have the
I got
Islanders.
Washington in 5.
The
also,
the only 2 that I have, oh yeah, that's wrong. Tampa Bay in 4 and Islanders in 7. Well, I mean, I guess Islanders is still possible.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that's statistically impossible is Tampa Bay in 4. And if Tampa Bay loses, that's the one team though. If they lose, well, I'm done.
Are you nervous at all that they're going to lose the series?
No,
Are you worried about
I
that
am.
at all?
I'm not.
I'm not nervous.
Man.
I'm excited that they might lose the series. Everyone picked fucking Tampa Bay to win it, and I'm like, yes. I have them losing second round, so if they lose first round, it only hurts me a little bit.
I say it every year. The team that's first in the season never wins. It's
They
a
do, though.
small
Hawks did
chance.
it
I
in
say it every year.
2013 lockout.
And then I pick both number 1 teams to make it to the cup.
I think Pittsburgh did it recently too, didn't they?
I don't know. I don't remember. Washington was probably the number 1 team.
Oh,
that-
I think they were.
Yeah,
I think they won
and
the
they ended up
Presidents.
doing it.
But not the year they won it, though, I don't think.
Oh, no?
No. The years when Pittsburgh won it, they had that
Oh,
Washington had
I
the
thought
President's Trophy. I'm
Washington
pretty
didn't
sure.
have it last year.
I don't believe so. I could be wrong, though.
So I didn't even follow my own advice. I wish I could have made a second
Didn't
bracket.
Tampa Bay had it last year, didn't they?
Did they?
Pretty sure.
Probably. Yeah,
Nashville?
honestly, the only surprise so far, Tampa Bay being, and then the Islanders, but mainly Tampa Bay being down 2-0 right now. Not only that, but the Kucherov.
I'm surprised
has-
St. Louis is up 2-0.
Yeah.
But that's not. I don't think
These games having been in Winnipeg.
I don't know. Winnipeg hasn't been doing. I've been down on St. Louis, but at the same time, Winnipeg has not been doing that well all season. They've just been doing okay.
They've
They're here.
been doing good enough.
Yeah, exactly. Good enough.
So I need Tampa Bay to lose. Because if Winnipeg is going to lose in the first round, my Stanley Cup pick.
Your cup's done.
I need-
it's even if Tampa Bay loses, you're still fucked. It just keeps
Maybe.
you in line with everyone else.
Maybe.
Tampa Bay won it last year. The President's
Because I have
Trophy.
Winnipeg in 7, so there's still hope.
Yeah, the Hawks were the last because the Capitals won it 2 years in a row.
When Pittsburgh won.
Well, no, just Pittsburgh. No. Oh no, yeah. Tampa Bay. Wait, this is the 18-19 season. Tampa Bay didn't have it last year. Nashville had it last year.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think.
And then Washington, the Rangers. Jesus.
The Rangers had it.
14-15.
How far they've fallen.
That's the year the Hawks won it. Bruins. Yeah, the Hawks were the last. The Canucks won it 2 years in a row.
Yeah, they made it to the final.
Yeah, Boston beat them, and then Vancouver rioted in their own city. That's fun. Not really fun. Violence is bad.
Let's get into that. Let's get into that Tampa Bay, or not Tampa Bay, the Boston-Toronto series.
Oh, okay.
That series is so chippy, as we
Dude,
expected
all
it,
these
though.
series are getting chippy.
And then the refs are just letting it go, too.
Yeah, like the first game was Tampa Bay Columbus. There's no bad blood between the two. Like literally, like they don't hate each other.
Kucherov got suspended.
And the first game, within like the first 5 minutes, everyone on the ice is fucking piled up and ready to go. It was that just made me remember how much I love
I'm seeing
Stanley
a lot
Cup
of
playoffs.
Right.
I've seen a lot of okay, whistle, game's over, and then
It
benches
was
are like clearing. Not really, but
the Pittsburgh Islanders game 2. I think it
saw
was.
that. Not the game, but I
Islanders
saw the
score and Malkin starts a fight. Islanders win and Malkin starts a fight. Like, what the fuck are you doing, you idiot?
I don't know.
Malkin's fighting people after just constantly.
That's why I love.
Control your fucking emotions.
I know, but that's why I love hockey playoffs. I could watch any game and be into it the entire
Yep.
game.
Yeah.
Like any other sport, I have to watch whatever team I like, and then
What's the least interesting series right now?
St. Louis.
See, I'm interested in that just because I have
What about
my
Calgary?
team's losing.
We haven't even mentioned.
No, I watched the last game when it went to overtime.
Yeah.
I watched that. That was a good game.
Honestly, I wasn't really interested in the Tampa Bay one until
think
they went down 2-0.
My least interesting one right now is the Capitals Hurricanes.
Oh, I was thinking I was thinking Nashville, Dallas.
I'm actually into that
That's
one.
good though.
I'm
yeah,
I'm
that's
so
good.
I don't know.
just because I want Dallas to win.
Yeah, I really want Dallas to win. So
I mean, I have Nashville winning, but
I was so mad when didn't Nashville win in overtime last game?
I know they won. I don't know if it was in overtime.
Pretty sure it was overtime.
Did you see the Kucherov hit? Oh,
No.
we told you about it. That's
You
right.
told me about it. I didn't see it.
Kucherov, there's no
I think it
fucking
should have been
point.
2
Like,
games.
why would you do that?
To have enough meaning, I think it should have been 2 games to potentially not pretty much potentially have them not play another game this playoffs.
The reason,
Clean history.
the reasons I can make for it to not be 2 games would just be it's Kucherov and he hit who?
Was it Bjork's?
No, it's like
No, he's in
Velarde or
Pittsburgh,
something
I
like that.
Bjork's went to Pittsburgh, right?
Do you think of Bukestad?
Yeah, I can't say names, Jason. Names.
But you just kind of proved his point. Like he hit
assume I
who?
did it wrong.
No, yeah, it's like
Nah.
Velarde.
Nobody.
I think it's Velarde.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter who you hit, though.
But
Shouldn't.
I'm
It
just saying.
shouldn't
I'm just
matter.
saying.
Right.
Like,
I don't know if it does. It shouldn't.
I don't. What was he thinking? Well, like that was.
Guy was on his
it was
knees.
No,
and
no
then he
fucking
hits him in the
reason to
head.
hit him.
I'm saying it should have been 2 games at least.
But I think watching the Tampa Bay and not Tampa. I keep saying Tampa Bay. I get Tampa Bay and Toronto mixed up so many times because they're the same
both
colors.
Blue, like that's
Yeah.
It's not even the same shade though. Like,
That's close.
it's not the same thing.
But Kadri, I think he's gonna be gone for the series.
It'd have to be what?
I think he'll
4
get 5.
games?
I think he'll get 5 games.
So potentially part of that series. Potentially. Oh.
Maybe then he'll get 4 because
Didn't he do it before though?
he did it last season,
Yeah.
last playoffs.
So why wouldn't it
Same
be?
exact thing.
He just returned from injury recently too.
I mean, DeBrusque, because DeBrusque went knee on knee with Kadri. It wouldn't have been knee on knee if Kadri didn't jump to get out of the way.
Right. Yeah. I saw
Like it
that.
would have been a straight up hit, but because he jumped, he ended up hitting knee on knee. And it's funny is Kadri just got out of the penalty box.
Yeah, he made a good play. Tried
Oh, I
made
saw
that
the knee
steal,
on knee one.
and then went knee to knee with what's his name.
Wasn't that more DeBrus's fault though? The knee to knee.
I don't think so.
I thought it was more Kadri because
Yeah.
he tried jumping out of the way.
I thought that at first too, but then I rewatched it a few times. I don't think
If he
did.
doesn't try jumping like that,
I don't know. I didn't see that. I mean, I've been saying I saw it. But I didn't see it the way you saw it. I did at first. I'm like, ooh, was he trying to jump out of the way? And like I said, I rewatched and it doesn't look like he tries to jump out of the way.
I don't know. That's just what I saw.
It's so fast. So,
yeah,
I mean,
I couldn't really tell.
But then DeBrusque has a clean hit on Marlowe in a scary spot that
it was a clean.
where
hit, though.
the board,
that one was clean.
where the glass curves
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a weird spot.
and fucking Kadri comes in and cross checks DeBrusque right in the fucking head.
Marlowe didn't look happy about it, but he didn't look like he was pissed off though. I mean, it was a clean hit.
Yeah.
Who had that hit on Krug? Wasn't that?
Wow.
I want to say Muzzin. I don't know if it's Muzzin.
It was Muzzin, yeah.
That was a nasty hit.
That was nasty.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm
You see
impressed.
that?
How dare you watch it, dude?
That was
Stop
nasty too.
That was because his head like hit the boards and all that. That was
That could have easily
terrible.
been boarding.
That I could see starting a fight and being like
Yeah.
cross-checking somebody.
Yeah, I'm surprised nothing came
Me
out
too.
of that.
Yeah, it was just like, oh yeah, he's hurt, and
Did
now
anything ever come out of the Kucherov? Whatever the fuck he did?
Yeah, I got
Did it?
they all paired up and
That,
No
that
fighting,
that
no actual
deserves
fights
something.
came of it,
Someone
but-
should have stepped up on that.
yeah.
I don't remember. I think it was DeBrusque who got hit. But I know Chara went after. I'm guessing it was Kadri after the fact on one of them. Like I said, there's so many of that game. I don't know which one. I don't know.
So who do you got winning now? Tampa Bay and Boston, or Toronto and Boston? Motherfucker.
It's 1-1 Boston. I have them in 5. Obviously.
I have Boston still for sure.
Yeah, I think Boston still too. I got them in 6. Though.
Me too.
I would like the 6 if I'm being honest. I'm sticking with my 5 though because I have to.
Why would you like the 6?
I don't know. It's 1-1 already. I didn't set Toronto to win the first game. If it was 1-1, I was hoping to, or if they were gonna win one, I was hoping to be like game 3. You know,
Matthews has been,
quiet.
yeah, nowhere,
Mhm.
invisible.
I still
So-
think he's salty about the Tavares signing.
Oh
I
my
do. This is way off topic. It's just
It's
personal
not that
opinion,
off
but
I don't think
Todd,
he would have
but-
signed the contract then.
Tavares?
No,
Matthews.
Matthews just signed
Oh.
after that.
I don't know.
I think you're looking.
He signed
think
in
it's
the
got
middle of the
something.
season for like 5 years. Or
He
something.
disappeared after that signing.
Did he though? He got hurt. I know.
Is he playing Matthews up to Matthews' standards?
No, I definitely think Matthews
He
should
took a step back.
Should be doing better than he is for
Yeah.
sure.
Maybe.
It's 2 games.
You see Nylander? Okay, in the last when Boston won, Nylander was carrying the puck behind the net, pretty much threw it in front of the net when and Anderson thought he was going behind already.
Oh
And
yeah.
it was a tap in.
Yeah.
For I don't know.
I don't remember
for
who it
Boston,
was.
Whoever it was. But not how do you make that fucking mistake?
Who fucked up there? What?
Nylander.
The whole play was stupid. Like they passed it back to nobody, and the Nylander gets it and loses it by the net, and then somebody
He's like-
steals it. And
He tries stick handling behind the net, going behind his own net, and he mishandles it, and the puck just squirts right in front of the net, and the guy, Boston player, just comes and taps it in.
Yeah,
Nice.
I could have scored that.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you mean? Yeah.
carried away. I said, well. Yeah. Well, which is worse.
Yeah.
We didn't really spend too much time on playoff stuff, but it was something. Do you guys have anything else?
The one thing I'll ask, well, I know who you're gonna say. Who do you
Wait,
think
yes.
is most likely to come
Pittsburgh.
back and being down
Tampa Bay.
down now? Who do you think most likely to come back and win their series?
I gotta say Tampa Bay.
They're only down. It can't be Pittsburgh. They're down 3-0. You can't pick them. It has to be Tampa Bay.
This happened.
Yeah,
the
it's
Kings.
happened. I know. Philly's done
2012.
it. Philly's done it in 2010. Like, it's possible. Yeah, it's Tampa Bay. Obviously, they're the best team, and they're facing the worst. Not the
We're
worst
talking
team.
about Pittsburgh.
And I moved to. I said it's Tampa
Okay.
Bay. Obviously.
I mean, I would love to see Pittsburgh because I picked them in 7.
You
So
wouldn't
that'd
love
be-
it. Let's be honest. You'd rather take the hit.
I would
You have the Islanders.
get it right.
You have Pittsburgh or the Islanders losing that strong anyways. You can take the hit.
No, I need the points because
You can take the hit.
Because he's gonna lose the Tampa Bay points.
No, I'm not. they're my.
That's what I'm saying. You should be picking Tampa Bay because you pitched them and that you have them going so much further.
Yeah, but you want me to, so I'm gonna disagree with everything you say.
Okay, so of the 1-1 games, what way do you see it going?
There's a lot of those.
Calgary,
There's a lot of
Colorado?
those. Calgary. You're just gonna pick
You're just
every
gonna
one of your
stick to the
picks.
team you pick.
Yeah. I
I definitely
Dallas.
Like I
think-
said, the only statistically wrong thing I have so far is Tampa Bay in 4, so I'm gonna go with every one of my
Would
picks.
you change any of your picks right now? If you could go back and change any of your first round picks, would you change?
Yeah, I would pick Islanders over Pittsburgh.
No, that's an easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should.
yeah. I think I'd change St. Louis and Dallas. To
St.
both
Louis
those
and
teams
Dallas?
winning. I have those teams lose, and I would,
Oh, you did? I thought you had St. Louis winning.
no, I was very down on them.
Oh my God! You have Winnipeg going almost as far as I do.
Yeah,
I 100% thought you had St. Louis winning.
I wish.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, what are you-
Where's that board?
Where are you looking at?
Well, because he didn't make his bracket
Till
when
I made it
Wednesday
Wednesday
after
morning.
we. made the
I
board.
said it though.
But I swear you said St. Louis.
I was very down on St. Louis.
Ah,
Don't
man.
anyone listen to me?
I remember because you went and saw the game. You're like,
Yeah.
there's no way
See?
they can win.
Someone listens to my intro.
Oh yeah,
opinion.
I'm not denying that I don't.
Yeah, but Jason's got the jersey on, so they're screwed.
Yeah.
No, it would be. I think those two. I'm fine. I'm still okay with my Tampa Bay pick.
I don't know. I'm really sketchy about my Winnipeg now.
No, yeah, I would be. I'm more concerned about Winnipeg.
I'm
than
really
Tampa Bay.
afraid. They need to win.
Everything
one
else
of
I'm
these
good with.
next two.
I'm fine with it. Yeah, so far so good. Let's go Vegas and Tampa. I need ya.
If I could change another pick, I'd change Tampa to Columbus
Would you?
in 6.
He's not even. He can't even say 4 or 5. He's so unsure. I'm surprised he didn't say 7.
I thought about it. I wish I did it. I truly wish I did it.
It'd be something. You'd have them losing the next round though to Boston.
I have Tampa Bay losing next round, so
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
All right. That does it for this week. Unless you guys really have anything else.
No, I'm
Just
I'm
assume
good.
we're good.
I think we're
I'm
good.
done.
I'm not doing positive negatives. I don't wanna.
Positives, playoffs, negatives.
Positive playoffs.
Jeffrey.
Positives. Playoffs.
Negatives, Jeffrey.
Hot shot third. We only got 2. Negatives. Tampa Bay's down 2-0.
No, that's a positive to me.
Pittsburgh's down 3-0. 0-3.
Positive.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a negative.
Just a positive playoff experience right now.
You know what? We're just going to negative. Tampa Bay loses to negative. That does it for this week. Twitter, socially Hawkward. No A in the ward. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Instagram, socially Hawkward 19. A in the ward. Facebook, meh.
Don't bother.
Instagram, yeah. Next week, more playoff talk plus other stuff. See ya.
Later.
Nailed it.